Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of the worst possible footwear you can use for a job. Welcome back to Off Kilter Homestead. We are moving right along. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 more posts to put in. Then all I have to do is get some fence staples and I'll restretch the fence. I may try to re-weld a little bit of the fabric that got cut when I was taking it off the fence. I figured having pulled it out, even though it was together and brought it over here together, got bent up a little bit, so I figured it'd be kind of difficult to stretch out that way. So I went ahead and I cut all the staples and then I hammered those into the post so they're not sticking out and it's safe. Anyway, so we are really cranking. We're getting closer and closer. Once I get the fence put up and I know everything is secure, then I can really start working on the finish the chicken tractor, building the brooder, and we already have the chicken feeder and water and heat lamps, thanks to Sheila. Again, thank you for helping us out the way you did with the fence and all the materials. So chickens are getting closer and closer and we're really excited about it, especially if nothing more than just to take care of these stinkhorn mushrooms. If you haven't ever come across one, I'll put a picture somewhere. And they are not only disgusting looking, but they smell horrible. It smells like rotting meat. I love meat. I think you know I love meat. I don't like rotting meat, and you walk outside and it just hits you. And we think the reason why we ended up getting that, we were using a fish emulsion fertilizer, and we're pretty sure that's what drew the flies that were carrying those spores here. Because until we started using that, one, we didn't have any issue with flies, even though we were using other fertilizers, and two, we definitely didn't have any stinkhorn. So we're going to be in our new garden buckets, or our temporary garden, until the chickens work this section over really well and fertilize this section naturally. And we're going to use some different fertilizers. We'll get a hold of Mary at Mary's Heirloom Seeds, and she has an awesome organic fertilizer, so we'll be using that. We'll also get some sea salt, Epsom salt, and stuff like that to add to it. So we're excited for that. The reason why we can jump on the chickens as fast as I have this week, and I know fast is a relative term around here, I passed my test. So thank you everyone who was offering prayer and support. I really appreciate it. What that means is I still don't have my full certificate yet, but it allows me to teach next year. By the end of next year, I will have my full certificate. I have one test left to pass, which I'm not worried about. Nobody else is worried about it. They say it's a very easy test. One, common sense. Just learn some of the concepts and I'll be good. One test left to pass and some classes I have to take next year, which I'm not worried about. It's just college classes. I have to get a C. It's easy. So, yeah, we are on our way. Yesterday and today being April 25th, 26th, 27th, I don't know, one of those days, was take your kid to work day. And so I took Owen to school in hopes to get him excited about kindergarten that he starts next year. And he had a blast. My students had a blast. I knew they would love him because he's a great kid, and I knew he would love hanging out with them because this is an incredible year that I have. Very few behavioral issues, and even when I have, it's been, I kind of have no choice but to write a referral. So he went and he had a blast. They had fun. We're studying for our EOC, so if you're still a praying person, continue to pray for them. It's a very, very big test. Yeah, so we're just cranking along. Our garden projects is coming. I'm still looking for a use for that water tank, so give me some ideas. Same thing with the wind reducer for the iPhone. So if you can come up with some of that, preferably as cheap as possible. That's why I went with a sock. Getting excited. We have some stuff we're doing tomorrow. with Owen. We're going to take him to a pig slaughter and processing demo, and he's very excited about that. I told some of my students, and they're like, oh, that's horrible. How are you going to make him watch a pig die? Well, it's part of life, and if you eat meat and you don't want to see it, that's fine. You're just disconnecting yourself from a portion of the process. And again, that's fine. It's okay to be willfully blind to certain parts of life, I guess, to an extent. He's excited. We watch deer meat for dinner almost every night. Stupid love bugs. I hate Florida. Almost every night, especially his catch, clean, and cook, and he's obsessed with stuff. Just going to school. Yesterday, we went by the local dairy here, and he goes, Daddy, I want to eat a bull so bad. So I explained to him the difference between steers and bulls, and as delicate a way as I could, so he doesn't show up to school talking about, oh, we got to cut a bull's testicles off. That would not go over well. Yeah, so he's excited about all that, and I want to raise him knowing where our food comes from. I want him to be thankful for what he's eating, and not just, you know, let's go get some more meat from the store. I want him to know, hey, an animal had to die for you to eat this. It wasn't something vain. There was a sacrifice that happened for you to eat this wonderful meat. So I want to raise him up in that way, and we're going to get to go see that and learn how to do that. And I'm very excited. That's pretty much it. That's all that's going on around here. So if it's the weekend when you're watching this, have fun, make good choices, don't do anything stupid. And if it's not, have a good day anyway. But always remember, be self-sufficient, help everyone you can, inconvenience no one. Thanks. Bye.